according to reports, no fewer than 100 people, according to today's papers, actually, about 130 have been confirmed were killed after an illegal refinery went up in flames at the Abeyezi community, Nohaji, Egbema local government area of Imo State. Also, 6 vehicles were allegedly razed during the incident, which threw lots of people in the community into serious mourning. So while I was reading the reports, I mean, we read different angles. There was a youth group that was saying that they've been trying to get support for the modular refineries. You know, it's the only way to go, where it's a legal structure. These are illegal bunkers, and we can't pretend we don't know this business exists. It does exist. But according to what I read, this is one of the biggest illegal bunkering companies around, refineries around. In your thoughts, do you agree when the government says they're not aware of this existence?
I find it very difficult to believe that the government is unaware of this particular one even. Let's just forget that, okay, there may be so many, and they may not have an idea of how many, but the scale of what we saw, I'm like, how are you able to carry out business of that magnitude over a long period of time, and the government is totally unaware of it? Everybody, it seems like many people go there to buy, you know, the illegal crude and everything. How is it possible that such a huge establishment, for lack of a better word, establishment, will just go...
Escape you.
You know, escape you. No wonder bandits are escaping us. If we cannot see something that as big as that, in front of people going in and out, the whole community, the community leaders, the people buying the thing and selling to the people.
Sometimes
how does that happen?
We have a government.
So the only thing I would say is that there are definitely people that are meant to enforce the law that are part of this, because the people that can maybe cause an arrest to be made, closure to be made, are part of it or have been, what's the word? You know, somehow have been, you know, in it, and they are unable to speak up. That's the only way this could have passed their, you know, their notice.
So for me, there's this, you know, somebody was speaking to me recently, and he said crime cannot confidently exist without the government being a part of it. And I totally agree. The government cannot say that they are not aware that this is happening. So what I see is either the government is complicit, they have officials who are supposed to be taking checks, who are supposed to go back and report to the government to close down these, are busy collecting things and zipping up their mouth, because this is a very, like Miriam highlighted, is a very big business that's been going on for a very, very long time. And even after this accident happened, people are still there doing business. People are still there trying to sell off their wares. People are still there buying, even after the accident. Now, when it comes to the accident, whether it's the legal bunkering or the illegal bunkering, accidents will happen. You know, when it comes to these petroleum products, they are highly inflammable, so anything can trigger anything. But the problem I have is with the people. First of all, with the people who gave out lands. My father sells land. When a customer comes to buy, the first question is, what do you want to do with the land? These villagers gave out these lands knowing fully well what these people wanted to do, and they were okay with it. As long as you pay me for the land, I'm good. Anything can happen. Sort out yourself. That's a Nigerian problem. We, the people, killing ourselves day to day. Everybody is looking at what will benefit me right now, irrespective of how it affects other people around me. And I want prosecution to happen. So it's not this one that the government is shouting and saying, I want prosecution to happen.
Who are we prosecuting?
We need to find...
We need to... Who? Because there's so many people that can be held responsible.
Yes.
The community, right now, most of them actually, many people, they've run away.
Yeah.
And they're on the run. Yeah. Now, I mean, I was reading a report here. It says that sources said it is one of the biggest illegal refineries in Rivers State, actually in the boundary between Rivers and Imo States.
Yeah.
Says that there was something else I wanted to put out. It said that the explosion was said to have spread very rapidly, consuming everything and everybody in sight. Women and children also.
What were women and children doing there?
It's a community.
It's a community, and they're really close to those people. So,
given what we understand, they said this is a very huge scale business. It was done. So many people go there to participate in the business. How does something as big as that miss the eyes of the government? How do you miss such a huge establishment that's been going on for many years?
Number one, the place is located right inside the forest, and you can't believe it. bulk of the location where this thing took place lies within the river's portion of the boundary. So it's not something that is just conspicuous or located in an open area where you can identify that things are happening.